do so, end of quote. Repeat the line. It is noteworthy that the percentage of women who register to vote and cast a ballot is consistently higher than the percentage of the men who do so, end of quote. Repeat the line.
For the last time, anything you put on that prompter, Burgundy will read.
Let Hillary go as they met on the tarmac at Scranton Airport. About 4 seconds into the hug, they semi-disengage. Nothing to see here, right? Wrong, because the vice president wouldn't unhand Hillary for almost 16 seconds.
Notice how many times she tries to tap out. She lets it go, he does not. She tap out. Nope, she's just, no, he's still holding on. Okay, second tap out, for God's sake, Joe, you gotta let go.
This latest awkward hug would not have been microanalyzed if it hadn't been for all the other overly handy Biden moments. Critics collect them. Times when he gently rearranges a young girl's hair and whispers in her ear, then rearranges some more. There's nothing pervy here. The VP knows he's on camera at these swearing-in ceremonies, and the parents are right there as he leans in for a kiss. The VP is known as a close talker. He even does it to the president. Perhaps his most famous hands-on moment came when he put his hands on the wife of Defense Secretary Ash Carter.
Got a lot of thanks to give out here.
Conservatives panned it.
This is the creepiest thing.
And so did some liberals.
No, that ain't right.
Is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him
But a lot of people want to talk about your gaffes. You have called yourself a gaffe machine, okay? Do you in the last few weeks, you've confused New Hampshire for Vermont, said Bobby Kennedy and MLK were assassinated in the late 70s, assured us I'm not going nuts. Follow-up question, are you going nuts?
Look, the reason I came on the Jimmy Kimmel Show is because I'm not. I mean, I got it. Hey, look.
Okay, fine. No, I'm fine. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Good. I mean, what the
That's
hell?
going to make the rest of this easier.
These truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing. Among many qualified people, I'm the best qualified person for this job. I'm beginning to see why your wife left you.
Why attack Sanders?
Why? You're getting nervous, man. Taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. It's when you think about it. You know, the rapidly rising I don't know. I just spoke at Dartmouth on healthcare at the medical school, or not. I guess I wasn't actually on the campus, but the people from the medical school were at the. I want to be clear. I'm not going nuts. I'm not sure whether it was a medical school or where the hell I spoke, but it was on the campus. I propose, and I'm going to digress slightly. We're in a situation. The president asked me to head up a cancer moonshot in another country and annex a significant portion of it called Crimea. Right. He's saying that it was my boss, it was his fault. Guatemala, El Salvador, and to win and say in Honduras and say, look, I took on Putin in terms of Iraq. In terms of what was going on in Ukraine. By strengthening, by investing $100 billion in education, in global warming efforts. It's a whole range of things. We can't afford it by just beginning to treat reward work as much as wealth.
Get hot. I got hairy legs. that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. If you want to protect yourself, get a double-barrel shotgun. Have the shells, a 12-gauge shotgun. Don't jump! Don't jump! Don't jump! They look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
To say that LGBTQT people have no civil rights. No man has a right to raise a hand to a woman in anger. We have to just change the culture, period, and keep punching at it and punching at it and punching at it. It will be a big, no, I really mean it. And immediately change the law in the state of Delaware protecting transgender people. We have to eliminate the funding gap that exists between minority white and majority white and non-white districts. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. I didn't get a chance to flash shift in a second. I was afraid I'd go through those guys. In high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him. Corruption. Trump was out there tweeting again this morning. I call him President Tweety. Well, Trump is pursuing a damaging and erratic trade war without any strategy, by the way. This guy is moving to foment hate. But President Trump and the demagogues around the world, if Donald Trump is reelected, he doesn't want to shed light. He wants to generate heat, and he's stoking violence in our cities.
And the president of South Africa, as I said. Oh, you did? I did not.
Anyway, we have fewer democracies in the world today than we did 15 years ago. Fewer, not more, fewer. On the environment, on the environment, on the environment. Why would I not be for it? That's a serious question, right? It's acceptable to me. Come on. Because of the actions we've taken, things have begun to change. End of quote. In the past 3 weeks, I'm especially honored to share the stage with Brittany and Jordan and Nathan and Margaret Catherine. I love those barrettes in her hair, man. I tell you what, look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there with her, like a little lady in a race car. Brittany, you're doing triple duty. Anyway.
Meetings going here in Cornwall.
Very well.
How do you realistically and physically keep these families from coming to the U.S. when things will not get better in their countries right away?
I can't guarantee that. But I know, that old thing, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step.
President?
I'm not confident it's changed behavior. What the hell? What do you do all the time? When did I say I was confident? I said what I said was, let's get it straight. I said what will change their behavior is if the rest of the world reacts to them and it diminishes their standing in the world. $1.9 trillion relief so far. The receptionist, the salon, they're maybe going to a salon, I don't know. Well, look. Thank you, Boris, and I want to thank that fellow down under. Thank you very much, pal. Appreciate it, Mr. Prime Minister. Guess what? Employers can't find workers. I said, yeah.